Good morning. It's December the 21st, 2017. Countdown into the day before Christmas Eve tomorrow. And we'll see how the trading goes today. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they are designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Well, is the bottom in? Yesterday, the play in options, 123.5 to 124. That favors it close tomorrow at 123.24 for the note, and we'll see if that actually happens. Pretty good chance that that'll be tomorrow's close, the way the thing's gone. Market has been slammed. Lots of reasons have been given. The increase in anticipation of increased treasury sell-off of securities held on their balance sheet. Strong economy, going to get stronger with the passage of this tax bill. Interest rate increases sooner rather than later. More supply because of the deficit financing that's front-ended into this tax bill. So a lot of reasons to sell treasuries, and that has certainly happened. Probably the cleanest break in the market is in this 123.28 to 124 area. Picking up those lows right there, picking up this high, picking up that spill. We have yesterday's highs just a little bit in Globex, lower than that. Yesterday's day session high was 22, so this 20 to 24 area is our first sell zone. 19 is pretty darn aggressive, 23 less so. Sell 1. 27 to 31, sell 2. We do have a lot of news today. The focus is GDP. And right now, 3.3%. The issue will be, are there upward revisions from last month's estimate? Does it beat the 3.3? Does it come in higher than that? And some people have bet that it will. Deflator 2.1. Jobless claims 240. Philly Fed 21.8 can come in higher than forecast. Chicago National Activity Index forecast to stay the same, unchanged at plus 0.2. Corporate profits, don't know. Looking for 10% is what it was. We'll see what it is this time. Won't be a factor. FA up 0.4, probably where it'll come in. LEI plus 0.3. And then BCF minus 160. For natural gas, minus 160 BCF. So the focus is going to be GDP, its revisions, Philly Fed, and then technical resistance and support. So I think we have ourselves a trading range. I think the best sell is going to be against 24 right up here. That's our primo sell area. And the best buy probably is going to be 9s to 13s down here. And we'll see if that can take place. So our first buy, 12 to 16 by 1. And then 5 to 9 by 2. Oh, trading range, down bias. I think we'll be probably trading today between 123.12 and 124. If the short, like to see it put on 23 or better. We do have GDP early, and if that comes in greater than 3.3, I would anticipate that we get a little selling. did a London split. So 28 to the buck is number 1. 3 to 7, sell 1. 11 to 15, sell 2. Option expiration 150, 151, 16. So that's the floor, and the option players are telling us that is the ceiling. A structural sell at 11 would be ideal, and we may have a chance to get it there. On the support side, 20 to 24, number 1. 13 to 17, buy 1. 5 to 9, buy 2. So profit taking, option expiration. I think maybe the low is in. Desired sell would be at 11 or better. Gold was off a little bit. Things should get a little quieter today than they were yesterday. We have the GDP news to get through, and even quieter tomorrow. We came in wanting to sell 69s to 71s. So far that's turned out to be reasonable. So we'll make it 70, 72, sell 1. 75, 77, sell 2. On the buy side, 64, 66, buy 1. And 60, 62, buy 2. Volume is moving higher. So as long as we can stay above basically 64, this market can trade up. Gold has been following the fundamentals a little better, fundamental news announcements, than treasuries have. So it's a more reliable play off the fundamental news that we'll have this morning. Okay, the euro, well, we didn't get up to our 75 where we were yesterday. Stopped at 65. We're pointed lower, so 119, 118.75, 119 even support, 1950, 1975 is resistance, and 120. We're still close enough to 120 that we can get there with the right piece of news. So 50 to 60, sell 1. 75, sell 2. On the buy side, 19 1/4, buy 1. 19 even, buy 2. Crude oil, pretty quiet after yesterday's numbers. Didn't see a lot of write-ups one way or the other. So we're still, I think, dealing 59 plus, 56 minus market, well, $3 range. So 58, 58 1/4, sell 1. 58.50, 58.75, sell 2. On the buy side, 57.50, 57.75, buy 1. 57 even, 57 1/4, buy 2. Okay, no very enthusiastic articles out overnight on why we should buy the stock market, or 2,700 for the Emini and 25,000 for the Dow. I still think we're headed there. We can sell into Christmas Eve. That happens. In the year profit taking, window dressing, the tendency is to rally from December 26th through the 30th. So we'll see if that happens. Pretty good buying against 80, so 75 to 80. That's where support is right now, and you can see we've got the clean break in the markets at 75. Obviously, resistance is at 95 to the buck. Right up here, so this is support, broadly speaking, and this is resistance. And looks like we're trying to trade higher right now, so 89.91 sell 1, 94.96 sell 2. On the buy side, got this high volume number at 83, so 83.85 buy 1, and 79.81 buy 2. The numbers, GDP 3.3, could come in higher. Deflator 2.1. Not sure anybody pays attention to that anymore. 240 for jobless claims. Philly Fed 21.8. These numbers will come in at the same time, so Philly Fed will be lost in that. National Activity Index up 0.2. Important for forecasters, not for trading. Corporate profits important. Previously 10%, so imagine it'll be 10%. That's a pretty broad number and probably pretty hard to change or influence once you've calculated it the first time. FHFA Housing Price Index up 0.4. LEI plus 0.3. And a draw of 160 BCF nat gas. So the GDP number is the focus, and then technical support at 75 to 80. Best buy would be against 75, a limit buy down here. So I still like it. I still think we have a shot at 2,700, if not before Christmas, before the New Year's. I think Trump's, it was really funny that you listen to all the political rhetoric that comes out, how the evil corporations and the wealthy, and I think 8 companies yesterday announced Christmas bonuses and or increases in compensation, new investment in physical plant. Even some corporations were going to double the amount of money that the contributing amounts of monies that they put into charities of their employees' choice, as opposed to these evil corporations never give money to their workers. Their workers are exploited. Their workers are taken advantage of. No benefits working for them. They only work because they have to. So you have tangible proof that the baloney, the political baloney that's put out by the socialists, communists, and everybody in between, above and around them, just isn't tangible proof. So I think the economy is going to grow better next year. Right now, the early talk is market rallies into 2019, so they've moved 2018 collapsed to 2019 right now, talking in terms of the E-mini at 3,000 and the Dow north of 27,000. So we'll see if that happens. Yeah, there's a $200 million bonus to their employees out there, and a $1 billion capital investment. So the lies of the left are being countered by tangible, objective facts that will be neglected by the mainstream media. It's going to take a bit to get everything up and published. I will be with you as soon as possible.